Hola mi gente bella y bienvenidos a mi canal. My name is Sandra if this is your first time here, and welcome to my channel. In this channel, you'll be learning and I'll be speaking about everything high-end or luxury candle making business tips. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing, as you can tell by the title, about 6 coconut wax suppliers that don't use food grade paraffin in their coconut blend, because I know there are a lot of candle makers out there that do use 100% eco-friendly products and eco-friendly waxes, and they enjoy the coconut wax. But a lot of the coconut suppliers that are on the market do use food grade paraffin or percentage of it in their coconut wax blend. But the ones that I'm going to provide to you in this video does not. So before we get into those 6 suppliers, I know that some of us can make coconut wax by blending coconut oil with any other hard wax. Just keep in mind that coconut is a very soft wax, and you should have a higher percentage of the harder wax than coconut oil in your coconut blend. However, if you're not a pro at candle wax making, like me, and prefer to purchase a ready-made coconut wax blend, then you're in the right place to learn about coconut waxes that doesn't have paraffin in it. I have a video titled Coconut Soy or Paraffin Wax, which is the best blend for your luxury candle business, which I'll show you on the screen somewhere over here, I believe, or maybe over here. And I also will put it up here in the info card above, and I will also have it in the description box below so that you could watch it if you have not watched it. And then that video, I give you the pros and cons of soy, paraffin, and coconut wax, but I did not go into depth into each one of those candle waxes. And in this video, I will give you a more in-depth look on coconut wax, and I will also give you 6 websites that that I have looked up on the internet so that you could go ahead and purchase your coconut wax blend from them. I didn't look at the prices, but yeah, we're going to go through it. And before we even get to the 6 websites, let's get to know coconut wax. I know many of you don't use coconut wax. You probably use soy or paraffin or palm wax or a combination of those. And there are places that does not offer any other wax other than paraffin. I'm not sure why, but it's probably a lot cheaper to just provide paraffin because paraffin is widely used and it's widely available. So I'm not bashing people who use those other waxes, but in this video, we're going to learn more about coconut. So first and foremost, coconut is not a nut, but a fruit. So it belongs to the palm family and is the only fruit to belong in the cocos genus. So if you're allergic to nuts, don't worry, because coconut is not a nut. So coconut was originally used for its medicinal properties such as treating illnesses, infections, wounds, promoting bone growth, and was also used as skin barrier against blemishes. And back then, those were the only uses for coconut, aside from using it as a fruit and as a drink, because you could drink the coconut juice. So the coconut fruit has a higher water content than most fruits. So if you had nothing but coconuts on a deserted island, then eating the meat of the coconut and drinking its juice will keep you alive. So the oil from the coconut fruit has been widely used in many industries around the world, and such as in cosmetics and hair products, food ingredients, moisturizing properties, and also in soap, and most recently in candle making. And this is why it's very important to know about the background of the product that you use so you could be able to advertise it much better for your customers. So another tidbit of information about coconut wax is that you must always blend coconut with other waxes because coconut wax alone is primarily coconut oil that had hardened because of cooler temperatures. So if you pick up a hardened coconut oil, it will immediately melt in your fingertips because of the warmth of your hands. So I know that there are other waxes that when you pick it up, it leaves some sort of oily substance in your fingertips. However, with coconut oil, not blended with any other wax, will melt. Think about the reaction that cotton candy makes when you put it in your mouth. That is the immediate contact when the cotton candy gets into your mouth. It immediately melts. Is the same thing with the coconut that has not had any blended other waxes in it. It will automatically, the moment that you touch it, it will melt because of the warmth. Not like if you scoop up a whole scoop, it will automatically melt, but you know, a little bit at a time and you touch it, it will automatically melt. But coconut in its solid form, coconut oil in its solid form, it's not ideal to make coconut wax candles because it is not a wax yet. It is still in oil form. Okay, there are different forms of coconut oil such as copra coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, organic coconut oil, and virgin coconut oil. And there are different ways of extracting oil from the coconut fruit, like the dry process, also called the cold expeller process, the wet process or the hydrolysis, and the solvent extraction. But we don't do any of that because we purchase the coconut wax already in coconut wax ready for candle making. So I'm just giving you like a little quick background. So let's move on to the benefits of coconut wax. And I'm going to give you 6 benefits of coconut wax. So number 1, the first benefit to coconut wax is that it is a renewable and high yield crop, which means that fewer coconuts are needed to make a lot of products. So therefore making coconut a very good eco-friendly wax because of how it is sourced. So let's go on to benefit number 2. Coconut wax burns slower and evenly, making coconut wax a great wax to make candles with. A slow burning candle means that it can stay lit longer and you can enjoy the fragrance from the candle longer. And even burns means that the candle wax will burn completely, leaving an even melt pool so that when you blow out the candle, you will not be left with a residue on the inside sides of the jar. Benefit numero 3. Coconut wax holds more fragrance than many waxes except paraffin wax alone. When blended with the correct proportions of waxes, coconut wax can hold up to 12% fragrance oil. Again, depending on the wax used to blend to make that coconut into wax form. However, the happy medium for coconut wax, in my opinion, is 8% if you're using a coconut wax blend that contains food-grade paraffin. If you're using a coconut wax blend without paraffin in it, then 6% is said to be the best percentage of fragrance oil to use. So let's move on to benefit numero 4. So far, because coconuts are harvested by farmers on their own land, there's no need for pesticides or herbicides, and no giant tractors are needed because the coconuts are harvested by hand. Because of the coconut's hard exterior, there's no need for pesticides since many pests and animals will have a hard time trying to get into the coconut's fruit interior. However, we all know that with the demand for a product, the supply must also increase. So this is why I say so far, and this is just correct as of right now because it might change later on. So this is why I say so far deforestation is not an issue and local farmers can grow coconuts in their farms and supply them to coconut oil and wax manufacturers, because you already know that if hopefully not, coconut becomes a source that everyone wants and the demand super increases and farmers cannot comply with the demands and the supply is not that much, then you know we might be cutting down some forests to make coconuts. So you know, that's how the world is, and people like to make money and at all costs, and they kind of don't care about the environment. So yeah, hopefully we won't get to that. But as of right now, it is not a major cause of deforestation. So let's go into benefit numero cinco for coconuts. Coconuts are one of the very few fruits that are not genetically modified organisms, or for better lack of terms is non-GMO, meaning that coconuts as of now has not been grown in a lab to produce more of its kind in mass quantities. Again, this is as of now, because we don't know in the near future that, you know, they might want to make genetically grown coconuts because the demand for it has increased, and maybe they thought that maybe we cannot or we should not use forests to grow more coconut trees. Let's just make them in a lab, so then we have more coconuts. So again, this is just a thought, it's not a fact, but just keep in mind that this might happen. Deforestation might occur, and GMO or genetically modified coconuts might occur. Benefit number 6 for coconut wax. It's smokeless and does not create soot. Therefore, you can enjoy a carcinogen-free burning candle in your home and not have dirty walls while burning your coconut wax candle in your home, or your customers might not or should not have dirty walls while burning their coconut wax candles. However, you know, because there's always a but, there's an exception. Coconut wax blends that are high in food grade paraffin does create a little soot, not as much as other waxes, but there might be just a little bit. So if you see kind of soot on your candle, burning when you're burning your candles, then there might be some sort of soot in it. I mean, there might be some sort of paraffin in it, unless you added way too much fragrance to your candles, and then that's causing it to soot. So it might not be just the paraffin in it. It might be that it has way too much fragrance oil and it's not burning correctly. So now let's get into where to find coconut waxes blends that does not contain paraffin. So now for this portion of the video, we're going to be moving to my computer so that you can see exactly where to get the coconut wax blends without paraffin in them. So let's go to my computer. Okay, so now we're on my computer, and we can see that the first website that I have open is Bramble Berry, and Bramble Berry does offer coconut soy wax without any paraffin in it, and they do have it in several sizes available: 1 pound, 5 pounds, and 25 pounds. And if you read the product description, it'll let you know that they recommend up to 10% fragrance oil, and this is a paraffin-free wax blend. And let's go to the next one. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because you could always go on the webpage to figure out and find out more information about the waxes. So the next one will be this website is candlesandsupplies.com, and this one has several coconut candle waxes that they use for their candle wax line. And again, this one holds up to 10 to 12% fragrance oil, but they recommend 8 to 10%. And they have a variety. They also have a sampler kit if you want to try out the different kinds of candle wax or coconut wax that they have. And you could just get the sampler kit for $16.99. They have Golden Wax 454. They also have Easy Coconut Container Blend Wax. They have it again at a 45 pound. The other one was 10. This one is Coconut Brew Container Candle, 10 pounds. And then they have it again for 45 pounds. And then they have a 2-in-1 Advanced Coconut Container Wax Melt for per 10 pounds. And then they also have that same one for 45 pounds. And now they have the Paraffin Coconut Wax. So they also offer paraffin wax. So this is not the one that we want because we were looking for the ones without paraffin. So don't purchase this one. They also have the slab of coconut container blend wax of 5 pounds, and then they have again for 45 pounds. So make sure that you go into each of these different coconut descriptions and options so that you'll know exactly which ones that you want to use and which one do you feel as if it's better option for you. And then the next one that we have is from candlemaking.com, and this is from Aztec Candle and Soap Supplies, and they also offer the Golden Wax 454 Soy Coconut Blended Container Wax, and this one tells you that it is a single pour, melt point at 115 to 125. They're recommended to 175, and they recommend the pour at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and the fragrance load is between 5 and 10%. But they do not recommend adding anything other than 6%. So that is their opinion. Obviously, you do your own testing to see which one works best for you. And again, there's no need for paraffin or other non-plant-based waxes because this is a very good wax to use. And now we move on to the Flaming Candle, and surprise, surprise, the Flaming Candle also offers Golden Wax 454, and they offer it in 2 different options. I believe this might be the 10 pound, and this one is obviously the 45 pounds, and they also offer C6 coconut soy wax and a smaller version, and then the 60-pound case. And we move on to Fillmore Container.com, and they also offer Nature's Wax C3 soy wax, but we're not looking for the soy wax. We're looking for the soy and coconut wax, and this one will be Golden Brand 454 again. So make sure that you go ahead and you compare and contrast which one works best for you. And they also have the C6 coconut and soy wax blend. And they also have the Cargill's Natural Coconut One. But make sure that when you look at each one of these coconut soy waxes is the one that you are looking for and not the one that contains paraffin. I believe C1 contains paraffin, but I'm not 100% sure. So just make sure that you go into each one of these if you are going to order from the Fillmore Container.com. And then we move on to the last one. And this must be new because I don't remember going into the Lonestar Candle Supply.com and seeing this, or maybe there was, but I never noticed it. But they do offer Nature Wax C6 soy coconut wax for containers, and they do offer it in the 60 pounds or the pallet or the 12-pound slab. So make sure again that you read the descriptions and see if it's all natural, and it says it all natural. So and it tells you a lot of stuff about the fragrance retention that they require you to use with this wax, and they say is 6%. So make sure that you do your own testing because obviously what they do and what you do might be different. So make sure that you test yours out. So to recap, we have BrambleBerry.com, we have candlesandSupplies.com, we also have candlemaking.com, we have theflamingcandle.com, FillmoreContainer.com, and Lonestar Candle Supply.com. And these are the 6 websites that you will be able to obtain all natural coconut container wax without the use of paraffin and without the added paraffin in the wax. I will also have all of these websites in the description box, so make sure that if you were not able to write those down, that you go into the description box and click on each and every one of those links for you to go ahead and compare and contrast which one works best for you. I hope you enjoyed this video as I enjoyed compiling it together and learned a thing or two from watching this video. I got a comment on one of my older videos about me making videos way too long, and I took it a little bit personal, but I guess I shouldn't have. But however, I know I had made a poll on my community tab on my YouTube channel in regards to either me having straight to the point videos or videos with more in-depth information, or you guys didn't really care, you just like to watch. So most of you said that you like the in-depth videos and that you really don't care about the length of the video, just as long as it was in-depth and it had very good information. So again, I'm asking, do you guys mind me with information on the videos, or just going straight to the point and just telling you straight out what the video is about and just diving into it without the background information and in-depth information about the topic at hand? I do put timestamps on all of my videos so that if you do want to skip through, you could do that in the description box. But I know not a lot of people just go into the description box and click on it to read or whatever, but it's there if you guys want to watch it. So let me know if you just wanted the list of the suppliers or enjoyed learning about the wonders of coconut wax. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment down below so that you could be in the know for my next luxury candle making business tips or vlogs video. So, hasta la próxima. Bye, mi gente bella.